Okay, so normally I don't make videos that are just really YouTube specific. You know, I'm a video producer. I normally make videos about the business of video production, and they just happen to end up on YouTube. But you know, I have a marketing background. The YouTube space is just super interesting, and a lot of the videos that I make end up on the YouTube platform. It's totally worthwhile for me to learn and to think and to try things out. That's why I make videos here on YouTube mostly, is because I want to be a practitioner. I want to be able to speak to my clients with some sort of authority about the platform that is YouTube if I'm recommending it to them as something that they should use as a tool for getting their video out there. And that's why I wanted to talk about one specific aspect of making a YouTube video, and that is the description. So we all know the title and the thumbnail, those are super important. Those take a viewer from being, well, they're not even a viewer yet, right? They see an impression, and that impression is your thumbnail and your title. If they click through, then they become a viewer. And the description is what I like to think about as your return on investment. For most of us, you know, you want people to view the video, but you also want them to take some sort of action. There's some kind of a return on investment for that YouTube video, and the description is the perfect place for that to take place. So I want to look at a couple of different people who create on this platform, take a look at their descriptions and kind of talk through what are they doing that's interesting. I don't want to make a good or a bad judgment because there's so many different ways, but what's interesting and what is their return on investment that they're looking for. And then I want to talk about a couple of things that I've been trying and experimenting with in my own descriptions. So got my laptop right here, and the first YouTube channel that I want to take a look at is Stephan, who's a real estate entrepreneur, and he's also a personal finance YouTuber. And so let's take a look at his description. So this is just his most recent video. And so we'll see right up front, he's got a little blurb about what the video is about, just like a sentence. He's got add me on Instagram. So that's the first thing above the fold, right? So there's this little here, this read more thing, right? You also have to think about the mobile app. So that there's this like above the fold kind of idea, you know, that's from a newspaper, but, and so his call to action here is add me on Instagram, GP Stephan. And so let's look down and see what comes next. So we got limited time, get 2 free stocks on Webull. So referral link, join a weekly membership. So he's selling you a product, a course here. And then he's got his new podcast because he just started a new podcast and he wants to drive people there. So that's your level of priority, right? So he's prioritizing get free stocks on Webull. So that's his affiliate that he makes money from or that he gets additional free stocks from. Then he's got join our weekly membership, which makes sense. He wants to sell people on that. And then he's got his new podcast. Then he's got his YouTube Creator Academy, which is another course that he teaches with a $100 code. And then he's got my entire camera recording equipment. So there's his Amazon affiliate store happening right there. And then this is something that, so I borrowed a little bit from this. Graham really breaks down the entire video in the description. You can basically just read his entire video through here in outline form, and he includes links to his sources. And so he's got a couple of his sources cited in here, the entire outline, and he's got his business email, and of course that affiliate referral commission disclosure is all the way at the bottom, out of the way, but still legally compliant, which is the way to do it. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So we're seeing what he really cares about is add me on Instagram. And so that's above the fold. Then he's got a bunch of these links, which are all ready to go. He's only using, let's see, so he's using one short link here. He's not tracking anything other than the YouTube Creator Academy, which is interesting that he's not tracking click-throughs. Maybe it just doesn't matter. Maybe he's getting those analytics somewhere else, but there you go. So that's what Graham's description looks like. What can we learn from it? What's above the fold is super important. Ranking things in terms of priority. What do you want people to click on here? The logic of organization here, what you want people to click on is super, super clear. Make sure those links, you know, what turns blue is in the order that you want it to go, so that people don't click on a first link that you don't want them to go to, and instead they're clicking on that first link, and that's where you want them to end up. And he has this awesome, really well laid out outline, which I'm sure it does great things for him in terms of SEO, right? All of these are keywords for what he's trying to get people with in search results, because those are new people who are going to discover his channel, become viewers, and hopefully then convert on one of his other links. So the next channel that I want to talk about is Nick Bear. He's a fitness entrepreneur and he's a fitness YouTuber. It's kind of showing you just the random stuff that I watch on YouTube. But anyway, let's take a look at what's going on with his description. So this is his most recent video, and right there above the fold is subscribe. So he is doing a bit.ly link, which means it's tracked, and he wants you to subscribe. That's the first thing when you watch the video, is he wants you to be a subscriber. And the next thing you can see above the fold is follow Nick Bear. So he wants you to be a subscriber, join his following, join his group, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of those are bit.ly tracked. So that means that he is somebody's checking these numbers, right? Somebody is trying to figure out how much he's converting. Then he's got, next is his business, Bear Performance Nutrition, which he owns and operates. He wants you to shop their products. He's got a training program, so that's 2 of his own programs. Then he wants you to get his book, which it looks like is an affiliate link, as well as they want you to get his book. We got an Amazon link right there. That might be an affiliate link. I mean, you don't necessarily know if he goes through Bitly, but Amazon link to his book. And then it says the Bear Performance Podcast with no link, but just like go find the Bear Performance Podcast. Then it has his generic like boilerplate about Nick Bear. Nick is a businessman, fitness. Then it has this boilerplate like press release kind of thing. Nick Bear, businessman, entrepreneur, fitness enthusiast, and his business inquiries only email. So there you go. This is interesting because it doesn't tell you anything about what the video is about. So this is called testing out the Nike Alpha Fly running shoe. But none of that is mentioned. He doesn't do an affiliate link for the shoe in the description, any kind of link actually to the shoe, and it doesn't talk about anything that the video's about in the description. Now, again, we're not making judgments of right or wrong because there are a million and one things to do. But so let's see, what is he driving? So obviously he really wants to drive you subscribing, you following. He wants to build his audience. And then he's got his 2 products and his book, which is really, okay, so we'll call that 3 products that he's pushing with links directly there. Shop our products, 12-week workout plans, get my book. So if you've watched the video and you know who this guy is, maybe you'll want to buy his book. And then he's got mentions the podcast at the bottom, and that's pretty much it. So he's really leaning heavily on his thumbnail and his title to get you in the door to the video, and he's leaning heavily on his subscribers clicking through right away, getting on board to help jack up his video in the algorithm. So what can we learn from this? I'm not sure. I do like seeing all the Bitlys because that's just great. I love tracking data and that kind of stuff. I'm interested that it's not on the shop art products, but they can probably see on their website where the inbound traffic is coming from. So that's not too difficult. And then we have yet another personality who's got a business email at the bottom. Something that I think about, maybe I should start putting my business email in my YouTube descriptions. I wonder how that would convert. I might try that. So next person I want to talk about is Armando, Mondobytes. He's big in the like filmmaking, but very gear specific, very content creator specific space. So we're going to go ahead and click on his latest video. So I'm looking at his latest video here. The reason that I picked Armando is because I've heard on various podcasts in the Twitter sphere that he is like the master of affiliate marketing, and he's really got it figured out. And so that's why I wanted to take a look at what he's got going on in his description. All right, so latest video, Sony a7S III. All right, and so he's got what looks like, I'm guessing this is probably a sponsored segment or something that he talks about. So his above the fold thing is testing the Sony a7S III in low light. My friends at Condor Blue want to hook you guys up. Use your coupon code to get $50 off a Sony cage at Condor Blue. So he's got his sponsor right up front, which makes sense. The sponsor probably asks for an above the fold link, or at least an upfront mention, or that might be his most profitable affiliate link or his most likely to convert affiliate link using his code over on their website. And so he's also got a couple other collaborators there linked. That's a cool thing to see, kind of like citing your sources, He probably references back to those in the video. And then he has 2 really clear sections: products in video, gear I use to make video, and then below that, best deals for camera gear, follow me, music, all that kind of. Okay, so let's break this down. So products in the video. So he's linked everything, and he actually writes out. You see, sometimes you don't always write the exact name of the item. You always say, oh, my new favorite camera, and you get people to click through because they want to see the camera, or you get them to click through because they want to see the price, those kind of things. But he's just got them listed out here. He is using Genius Link, which allows you to seamlessly navigate to different countries for Amazon affiliate. He's using Genius Link, which really integrates well with international Amazon affiliate. I just don't want to pay for a service, but I totally understand why it works really well. That's why I don't use Genius Link. But he's got all of those. Then he's got his generic gear I use to make videos. Again, Genius Link and one B&H photo link in there. Then best deals for camera gear. That's just kind of generic. I don't love seeing those kind of things, but he's just hoping that somebody will click through and see it. Then he's got the follow me section, because of course you want to build your following on other platforms. I think he's biggest on YouTube in comparison. And then music, citing where your music comes from with a nice referral link. Merchandise, he's got his merch. really easy link. And then he's got that affiliate disclosure all the way at the bottom, followed by the hashtags. Always want that affiliate. I see some people, right? It's weird. You see the affiliate disclosure coming above other things. You never want that, because get it. Look, like, people get this stuff is an affiliate link. If they clicked the read more, they'll see the affiliate disclosure. And if you're putting it in front of any other link, that means that is more important than people following you or anything, and it doesn't make a regulator any more happy. So that's kind of a silly thing to do. Always put the affiliate disclosure at the bottom, and always put the affiliate disclosure. I'm working on that. I'm getting that. And it's got hashtags at the bottom. You can use hashtags. That's for SEO purposes, for getting your video ranked. So sure, Sony a7S III cinematic, whatever the word cinematic means anymore. But yeah, very cool. So we're seeing, this is how he integrates a sponsor, and so it's very cool. We're seeing how he integrates a sponsor into his description here. We're seeing really clean. This is nice. This is really well laid out. I like that the list is numbered. I like that he's got the little bars above products in video, that kind of thing. It's super clean, and it's super easy to navigate around. And you click through it and it's all being tracked through Genius. Again, tracking links. That's huge. Okay, let's move on. Finally, the last one, near and dear to my heart, is the Corridor Crew. Love Corridor Digital, been following them since back in the day, but let's take a look. This is their second channel. So this is not where they put their short films, but more where they just put their generic filmmaking focused content. And so this one, millennials try developing their own film for the first time. So you've clicked through, you're looking at their description. What do you see? Okay, above the fold, check out our brand new baseball collection. So in the video, they've got an integration. They're talking about their new merch that they've got going on. And so below that, you've got consider subscribing, bit.ly, subscribe Corridor Crew, watch season 5 from the beginning. So they want you to subscribe to the Corridor Crew, and they also want to get you upping their watch time, working with their other videos. So maybe even if you didn't make it all the way to the end, because everybody's got end cards and all that kind of stuff showing you other videos that you can watch. I do that too, but they also want you to just click through, go into their playlist and watch more videos, watch them on autoplay, that kind of stuff. Then they've got a little this episode section. Love seeing that, especially with a channel that isn't like, millennials try developing their own film for the first time. That one's pretty specific. Some of their videos are less specific, but this just gives you a quick little fun, here's what happens in this episode, and that helps you with search and that kind of thing. But it's also just like, it's a nice thing. It's a human thing. It's like when you go on Netflix or something like that, the little episode summary. It's just a really convenient thing. So maybe you've seen a couple of them and you just want to jog your memory. You're looking for a specific episode. Really easy. Then they've got follow our Instagram, follow our subreddit. They're pretty active on Reddit. And then support, join our website, buy our merch, our gear. So they're all your referral links at the bottom. Then our music. All the people who they use for music, and a couple of affiliate links there as well. This is a super clean description, and I love what Corridor's doing. They've built a really awesome business, and they've evolved over the years to do so. I like seeing that they're putting the community stuff over just the affiliate links, but they still stuff them in there because, if you're interested in video production, you're interested in photography, you always care about gear, and somebody is probably going to have the question out of, they have 4.1 million subscribers. This is going to get a couple 100,000 views. Someone's going to think, hey, I wonder how they shot this. And so it's a great integration to have. This is our most used equipment. This is exactly what we use for our channel. And I bet, let's click through this bit.ly link. Yeah, so it takes you to kit.com or kit.co more specifically. So kit.co is a place that lets you integrate all of your links together into one spot, Amazon B&H. It gives you a nice little, it's basically like an affiliate marketing landing page. And you see a lot of people use this. It isn't quite as popular as it used to be, but it's really great for the film and video space because we don't just make videos using one item specifically. We use a whole bunch of stuff. Like I got a camera, I got a monitor, I got a lens, I got a microphone, everything going on. And this lets you build a nice looking page with photos of everything. It lets you Amazon links, B&H links, all of that plays really nicely together. You can write comments about the item as well. It's a really nice way to present a whole bunch of affiliate links at once rather than just a list. So you can decide to go that route. You could build a page also on your website that does that kind of thing. That's what I'm personally working on, is building a page on my website, just because I don't like integrating other services that could go away when I could just build it on my own website. That's another successful YouTube channel and how they do it. So some quick takeaways and some things that I'm experimenting with. So some quick takeaways, things that I've been playing around with, right? So we looked at Graham's video and I saw, okay, he's got an awesome big outline of everything. And so I've been trying to do a lot of outlines on my video, write some chunks of text. I've played around with where to put them exactly in the description, but I want to provide value. And sometimes there's a video where I want to write just a little bit more, give a little bit more context, and hopefully people who are looking for a little bit more context will go to the description. And it helps me out in terms of SEO and search engine discovery, which is a really big part. Actually, that's probably most of my views come from people searching for a topic and then finding my video. I have been playing around with putting a subscribe link in the description. It's definitely never the first link in the description, but I played around with putting it in there since so many people do come in from search engines, and I want to maybe convert a few of those into subscribers. We'll see what happens. I don't know. It's all an experiment, right? I'm just learning how this platform works. In terms of affiliate links, I have been going the route of not exactly always breaking out exactly what it is and kind of making you click the link to figure that out. I go back and forth on this, right? Like, I don't want to be dishonest and just force you to click a link. I'm not going to be hiding Amazon affiliate links anywhere, but I also know that if I just give the name of an item, right, I think less people will click on it. I don't know, maybe I should stop doing that just because it's kind of annoying. And if you want to buy the item, you'll click through. If you want to know the price, because prices do change, right? You'll click through. I try not to stuff links in the description that aren't related to the video just because you can, just because on the off chance that somebody clicks it, like, it just doesn't feel right to me. So I try to keep the links super focused on this is what I want you to click based on watching the video. And so that's why I'm gonna build a page on my website that talks about the gear that I use to shoot a YouTube video. Because again, you might care, you might be like, I'm curious, what does he shoot on? Does he shoot Canon, does he shoot Sony, that kind of thing. And so you can just go out to that page and I don't have to stuff like, here's the links for my mic and for my lens and for my camera and my monitor and my SD cards. Like, no, all of that's just gonna live separately on a page. You can click through if you want, and that's just a really neat, clean experience. How do I also build this YouTube vehicle, right, so that it drives people towards what I actually do almost all the time, which is make videos for clients, and I do editing and shooting, and I don't just make YouTube videos. I'm not just trying to build a following to be an influencer. No, like, I just want to make cooler projects, and hopefully through this platform I can meet some people can discover me who want to work together on cool projects. So if that's my ROI, through the description. So go ahead, rip apart the description of this video in the comments. Let me know if there's anything cool, if there are other people who are doing cool things with their YouTube descriptions that I should check out. And that's been that. See you in the next one.
All right, Drew, do your magic.